Maelstrom Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, today we're checking out a new Dragon Ball game. I kind of figured the last game that they put out was so good. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the last one at this point, but the fighting game is so good. They finally did Dragon Ball right with that fighting game. And for me, it took decades. I actually remember, and I don't know why this game never came out, but I remember when I was a teenager living in Taiwan, and arcades were huge back then, and there was a Dragon Ball game that was so good. It was probably one of the best fighting games, right up there with Street Fighter for me. And it captured all the over-top sort of like Hadouken and all that kind of... oh, wait a minute, did I say Hadouken?
Hadouken! Hadouken! What?
Yeah, wrong franchise, baby.
Wrong.
But it was so good. So finally, 3D version came out, and it's great. But Dragon Ball to me is more than just like one form. Like, don't copy just Street Fighter. And this one's interesting. There's some interesting elements that they've been talking about. So I'm really curious to see if they can capture this well. I feel like at this point, we really need to appreciate the work of Dragon Ball. You haven't heard, huh? The original creator passed away.
Oh.
Recently, yeah. Died on March 1st of this year.
Hear that.
And he was prolific.
Old was he?
He was 68. I believe it was some sort of like brain aneurysm or something that it hit pretty suddenly to the point where he was working on many projects still. Like he was still working on Dragon Ball. And so they're going to have to continue on without him. This dude was so prolific. Imagine like building a career around creating these franchises and working on it until the day
you die.
Well, hopefully he loved it. He wasn't just like, I got to do it for the money. Like,
I don't think at that point you like do it for the money.
That's true. I guess he had the money at that point.
What the heck?
So it is truly passion that drove him all the way to the end. Yeah. Aww. And he's got fans everywhere in the world now, which is
for sure.
Insane.
Oh my God.
I never would have expected it, honestly.
Really?
Well, when I came to the U.S.,
there's so many people love this.
After high school, there was no Dragon Balls. The anime still was not a thing, nor manga. So I thought just like, man, the rest of the world are sleeping on one of the best, like, IPs, brands, like cartoons, if you will, of all time. So finally, when it did come over here and it took off so suddenly for me. I'm like, wow. Not only did it take off, it appealed to a wide spectrum of people that I just never would have expected. Like, today, if you go watch Dragon Ball Z reactions, if you take a look at people who talk about it, a lot of black people freaking love it. Love it. Aww. I always just thought, it's just going to be those people who grew up in Asia who liked it, right? The Asians who were into anime. It's not the case. Truly worldwide appeal. So I'm honestly just thankful for it because he really just changed the landscape of like how good this kind of content is. So yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
I know, I'm just getting nostalgic and sort of reflective at this point. But all right, let's check out this game called Sparking Zero. Sounds like a game made from Japan when they have such ridiculous titles like that.
Doesn't make sense.
All right, let's check it out. By the way, want to hear some wicked wild stories about Vegas, you got to check out my channel.
And if you want some honest, check out my fantasy show.
Damn, son. Oh. That was awesome.
Everything disappeared.
Before my power, I'll show you the horrors of hell. Now perish along with this planet!
Oh my God!
That would be cool if you could destroy the environment around you.
皆さんこんにちは。ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロのメインプロデューサーの古谷と申します。本日はよろしくお願いいたします。先ほど皆様に見ていただいたのは昨年12月のゲームアワード。
I always find it funny when they create such an intense trailer from Japan, but the way they present is so reserved.
Very
like-
zen.
Dude, go crazy. It's your creation. You should go like, that was Dragon Ball Z. Did you just see that?
Be like the character.
Exactly.
皆様からの温かい声を聞いておりましたので、改めてこの場をお借りして感謝申し上げます。
Nah, be like,
ゼロは単なる新作のゲームではなく、欧米では武道会展開地として、日本およびアジア地域ではスパーキングでおなじみのシリーズ最新作となっております。
and you know what's really funny, right? A lot of people might be commenting like, well, John, Japanese people are reserved. They don't do that. And having worked with a Japanese video game company and lived half my time in Japan when I was working in it, Japanese people can go crazy, especially when they're drunk. They're just as lively.
I will defeat you this day!
No, I won't be losing this one, Vegeta.
Oh, destructible environments are real? Shit, just fucking. Boom!
Poor thing. You can't even see! Where's
Destroy everything at this point. I would just fly through everything, destroy everything.
How do you know the score?
How do you find the person after he's been knocked away
Exactly,
so
it's
far?
just too fast. They're so little. They're too quick.
Do you want to see what I'm capable of?
I do. I do.
No hard feelings.
Oh, they didn't destroy the environment there?
Let's go!
He should have did that a long
You
time
weren't
ago.
go yet?
It makes no sense why they would fight when not in Super Saiyan form. Like, they should just level up to the max strength from the start.
Maybe you need to earn it or.
Building up the chi.
They don't know how to fight on the land. They just fight and
That's
fly.
true. Battles now seem to all be like in the sky. Hey! This is a button masher right here. You gotta be like.
Vegeta,
Someone's-
let's go again. That okay with you?
いかがだったで
Why,
しょう
did
か
he。lose? I guess
ま
he
ず本
lost.
作はやはりシリーズの正当進化作品ですので、過去シリーズのいい点はそのままに残しており、引き続きドラゴンボールらしい縦横無尽でダイナミックな 3D アクションバトルをお楽しみいただけることを念頭に開発を進めております。ラッシュ攻撃や派生コンボによる近接格闘だけでなく、ドラゴンダッシュを使った高速移動やファンの皆様なら思わず懐かしんでいただけるような伝統のカウンターシステム、そしてさらには激しい肉弾戦や気候波の打ち合いを楽しめるインパクトアクションなど、
So you don't have to relearn everything.
そのままにバトルのやり込み要素だけではなく、見ているだけでも楽しめるよう
Smart idea.
気を配っています。
I think the new battle system is just So finely
プラットフォー
tuned.
ムだからこそ実現できるド派手演出となっています。このゲームで実現させたドラゴンボールらしいダイナミックかつ激しいバトルを存分にお楽しみいただけると嬉しいです。そしてシリーズとして大事にしている要素だけでなく、せっかくのゲームプレイ説明の
All right, what's new? Let's see what's new.
新要素もお伝えできればと思います。まず先ほど基本的なメカニクスはシリーズからその DNA を受け継いでいる旨をお伝えしましたが、ドラゴンボールアクションの爽快感やダイナミックなバトルを表現可能にするためにはどうしたらよいか議論を重ね、いくつかの変更や新要素を加えました。今回はその中から4つほど先ほどお見せしたバトルの映像を使用しながらお伝えできればと思います。大きな変更点としては、通常移動を高速化して前作のダッシュ相当のスピードにしつつ、これまでダッシュとして使われていたボタンで瞬間的に高速で動くことができるシ
Wow.
ョートダッシュを行えるよ
I
うに。
don't know. That's a new feature.
See?
これによってより
I mean, you kind of have to make them move faster because now they can move so far apart.
できるようになりました。ショートダッシュで相手の攻撃をかわしたり、動きつつため攻撃や気弾攻撃につなげたり、ドラゴンダッシュにつなげて一気に大きく移動したりなど、プレイヤーのスタイルに合わせてさまざまなアクションができます。また基本アクションだけでなく、戦闘中に時間でたまるスキルストックを使ったアクションを追加しています。
Skill count.
するリベンジカウンターは原作でもよく描かれている、やられながらも攻撃を繰り出すようなよりドラゴンボールらしい高速な攻防が可能になるアクションです。さまざまな攻撃に備えて反撃ができる当て身技の超見極めでは、一部の気候波系のスキルをも弾き飛ばすことまでできるようになっています。いずれもスキルストックが必要量ないと発動できないもので、ドラゴンボールらしいアクションを楽しみながらも戦いの選択肢を広げて駆け引きの面白さを深める新要素となっております。さらに瞬時に接近して吸収できるバニシングアサルトというものを追加しています。
Vanishing
発動には一
assaults.
定量の気が必要になりますが、これは遠距離攻撃をするか接近戦に持ち込むか悩ましい中距離における新たな選択肢としてきっとお楽しみいただけると思います。これらの新規要素によりバトルをよりドラゴンボールらしく、より戦略的にお楽しみいただけると思っています。今回のデモンストレーションでスパーキングシリーズファンの皆さんが疑問に思っていたことに対しては、
I'll be honest. That doesn't look like a lot of new features to me.
またドラゴンボール
Seems to be more about addressing the distance between
シ
characters.
リーズ未経験者の方々にとっても興味を持っていただくことができたのであれば幸いです。
Counters are cool though.
バトルシステムに加えてもう一つ強調したいポイントを挙げさせていただくと、やはりキャラクターは見逃せないかと思います。
Okay,
これ
let's
まで
see.
の映像では
What do we
キャ
got
ラ
here?
クターや再登場キャラクターを多数紹介してきましたが、アニメ「ドラゴンボールスーパー」からもキャラクターが登場します。またこの後すぐに
Nice,
最新のキャラクター PV を初お披露目させていただきます。
New that's one thing they
ダ
nailed.
イナミックで
Like
迫力満点なバトルを
super
皆様にお届けできるよう
So many characters.
今後ともぜひドラゴンボールスパーキン
Nailed
グ
it.
ゼロにご期待ください。それではどうぞ。
Let's see.
Let's see who these characters are. How many characters are going to be in a fighting game like this?
You'll soon understand the difference in our power! My speed is unmatched even among the crime team. You keep up with me, kid?
Playboy Bunny's in
This
it.
is the true might of a Super Saiyan strength!
A mindless beast like you is nothing but prey to a warrior of love.
Oh, that's
You're
cool.
my prey.
How many ladies are all around
I like the way she fights.
I'm old, yes.
These are just variants.
Founder of the Turtle School, creator of the sacred technique, the Kamehameha. Well then, let playtime begin. Whether it's this universe or another, I'm always
Wait a minute,
the
have they not
fastest.
been
I'm
in
gonna
the games
follow your
before?
orders for the rest of my life. Size means
I feel
nothing
like
when
they've
you're
been in
as
some
quick as
fighting
me.
games with that.
Justice prevails. Evil erased. This rampaging
Oh my God.
must be taught a lesson. Come on, mate, you're a Ginyu. Get your act together. I am not going to be left in the dust. Let's do it
Cool,
all.
all of them are finally in on. like all of them could be played together.
My enemies die.
Super Saiyan.
Berserker version,
Are you joking?
full power version. Can you really see these are new characters though?
Isn't that's how they level up?
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. This
think you can enter
series
my
does
process
kind of
and just walk away.
juice how many characters they had because it's really the same
You
characters
cannot
with
win.
more power.
Yeah.
I would rather play some more obscure characters than the same one with different levels of
a bona
power.
fide monster.
Cool logo though. Is that really how many characters are going to be? Is that teasing that there's going to be like 1,000 characters?
How would you even know all that characters?
You know, if you've been actually, there were one or two in there that I haven't even been following because Dragon Ball Super, I kind of only read summaries of it rather than watch it in real time. Like I just don't have the time for all that. So
Yeah.
I'm still like one of those fans who were stuck in the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z era. So those characters I know and I remember those plot lines. So there's a lot of new stuff here that I'm just not familiar with. But quite frankly, the storylines, this is coming from a longtime fan, right? Like nothing beats the original. To me, I would just feel like the original Dragon Ball was still the best. I like Dragon Ball Z because it was a really cool concept to see them just constantly go wilder and wilder. But in terms of like the lore building, the character building, that original Dragon Ball where Goku was growing up, still some of the best entertainment like ever created. Like I still hope that someone does a live action version of that in a
My God,
great
that would be hard.
That would be
and
hard.
A lot of work.
I think it's impossible, not because of the work. I think it's possible because the character was really young. And so you have to get a good kid actor to play it. And guess what? I already seen the problems with hiring kid actors. When you do TV shows like this with
They
Avatar.
grow too fast.
They grow too freaking fast. Like by the end of the first season, like now when the guy who plays Avatar goes around and does interviews, I'm like, you look older and your voice sounds different. And you're like, by the time they finish the series, he's going to be an adult, and it's not. The TV show he never got to that point. So that's the biggest problem with this series. That being said, maybe they don't need to do a live action. Maybe they just do a animated version, but condensed, right, with episodes rather than these long drawn out fights that it's hard for like a fan to keep up with, or an old school fan like me. But otherwise, pretty cool with this game. And there's a lot of really good elements here. I honestly think the style already looked good from the last couple games, so I don't think it looks visually that much better. I guess we just got to play it to see if it's fun, fighting in a bigger space.
Yeah, and I like how you can change your location, where you can be at the desert, be in the city.
Yeah, introduce more environments. That would be cool.